Welcome to tonight's show. You're with Tom, Brian and Steve, and this is NRL from the Sidelines. And as we do it every time this week, gentlemen, we're going to talk about the round of NRL played and coming up.
Can we just do what you just did a moment ago?
No! But what we are going to do is a couple of months ago, Brian and I had an agreement that whoever finished higher on the table, the other would wear the winning jersey. So, Brian, I know we're going to hang off till next week, but I have something here that I know everybody's going to want to see you wear. Look at me, Brian.
No.
Look at me, Brian.
No, I'm looking at the audience as I should be.
And I know that there's a whole bunch of people out there who we did the poll last week and
Steve, did you take...
I'm going to lay that there for you. Just
please, that offends me too, okay?
Yeah, well, you just got to put up
I want to know why, when on that poll I said, please let him off, he's had a rough enough year, you kept deleting that.
Because I wasn't accepting that. And you notice
I was the only person who was voting for it anyway. You could have left it there.
Right.
I didn't ever see it.
The last time I did leave it on, and still you're the only one who voted for it. Tom, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Good?
Yep.
Good. Ready for a big show?
Absolutely.
Absolutely,
Is
Brian.
it still football season?
What are you doing
Not for
here?
you.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm spending time with you two.
Oh, yeah, right.
He's looking forward to...
he loves spending time with us.
He's looking forward to getting dressed into something next week. You're going to wear it next week. You're going to love it.
It's making me feel sick just to be in there, let alone
Let's talk
being in
about-
the same room as it hurts me.
Let's talk about last week's round of football. Start on Thursday night where the Panthers beat the Rabbitohs 26-22. I know from this game that a lot of people have said, oh, well, the Rabbitohs are gone. But I thought they held their own against a weakened Panthers
A
side.
very understrength Panthers
Well, it wasn't
side.
very under strength.
Oh, you reckon?
Well, Souths are under strength as well.
Who did you have missing?
Burgess,
Yeah.
Thompson.
Yeah, he's replacing Jackson Paulo.
Right.
Excellent winger.
Yeah.
Is that all the injuries? Is that all the injuries you've got? We had 17 players missing against Cronulla.
Yeah, look, we've got more, but
Yeah, none of them are consequence.
anyway, talk about the game.
Yeah. I don't get the Rabbitohs. Honestly, I don't get them. I mean,
You don't
they
have
have
to.
flashes of absolute brilliance, and they just seem to just meander through the game for the rest of the time. And then somebody, they'll get a penalty or they'll get a drop ball near their line, and all of a sudden they switch it on, and I just don't get them.
They're an emotional team. What they did last week was they got in front, and any other team would have locked it out.
Yeah.
But Latrell Mitchell dives on a ball that he shouldn't have dived on.
Yeah.
It's always a penalty. It doesn't matter what happens. And I mean, earlier in the game, there was a time, was it that game or another game, where a player played the ball sideways and the marker dived on the ball and was still penalised. Don't dive on the ball. But they're an emotional team. That's South's problem.
Yeah.
You're not talking about the Latrell one
No. There was one.
because he was about 3
think-
meters offside.
I think it was actually last week. There was one last week.
It was last
where-
week. Last
Yeah.
week. We're talking about this week,
Yeah,
Steve.
I know,
this
but
week.
I'm using an example. Don't get grumpy because you've got to wear that
No,
next
I'm
week,
not
okay?
grumpy because of that.
How much do you think they play off Latrell's emotion, do you reckon?
Oh, well, between the emotion of Latrell and the emotion of Cody,
Yeah.
a lot.
Which can be good and detrimental at the same time.
Well, that's
In
right.
the same game.
That's right. It could be the match winner or it could be, like last week, what cost us.
Anyway, that's enough talking about the Rabbitohs. I thought the Panthers were courageous, and I thought the halves were much better this week. And I said that I thought they would be.
I thought they've been good. I mean,
They went
were
side to
winning.
side last week, and I think they were they weren't as sharp, but I thought they were really good there. And what's his kicking game was tremendous. Sullivan.
Yeah.
His kicking game was tremendous.
And you know what? I actually think Crichton has come on leaps and bounds. And from what he even was last year, I thought he was good last year. But this year, he's exceptional.
Liam Martin bombed 2 tries and then scored the match winner.
Yeah, look, I don't understand all the hate for Crichton, by the way. Like, I think he's a fantastically talented player.
Is that right?
Who hates
He's
him?
arrogant. He's got an arrogance about him.
I think he's actually pulled a lot of that in.
Yeah, he's cocky, but geez, he's a mighty good player for his
He's
age.
very talented. Yeah.
I think there's a lot of negativity around him because I don't know, he doesn't score 3 tries a game or something.
Yeah,
I mean, I think he's a fantastic player. I think defensively he's awesome. So I don't know. Yeah,
He'd have him at his team.
Oh, I'd have him at the Bunnies too.
he's
No
exceptional
problem
player.
at all. I think he is too. You wouldn't have him at the Roosters?
Oh, he's a terrific player, but we've got a lot of players ahead of him.
Who? Manu.
And
Yeah.
I think what's his name? Momorowski's a pretty fair player.
Oh yeah,
You'd have him.
you'd have Momorowski, the bloke who's in and out of first grade over the State of Origin Centre.
We got Gildart at the moment for a few games.
Oh, please. Oh, Tom.
Jeez.
Okay, now you're burying yourself.
So just give me. Oh, it's one red, one blue, and the big white nose. Hang on, is it a red nose?
Anyway,
congratulations to Panthers winning the minor premiership.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations.
Yep.
Excellent. All right, let's go on to Cowboys 48, Warriors 4. This as we go on from here, the round
Just blows out.
Blows out. Cowboys 48, Warriors 4, which I thought was disappointing because the Warriors played so well the week before.
And I thought, yeah, look, I think, did I pick the Warriors? No, I mean, I didn't. But
is that even a thought?
Yeah, well, it was because I thought the Warriors have been fading in and out of games, and I actually bought into the Cowboys being a bit off and a bit fatigued with the season and State of Origin and the number of players and the high energy that they bring to a game. I bought into them being fatigued. So I nearly picked the Warriors.
Yeah. It was never a thought
Lucky
in my mind.
you didn't.
I thought they'd bounce back from
so far
the
behind,
Roosters
it doesn't
lost
matter.
the week before. And it was at home. They played really well.
So were the
at home,
Cowboys
actually.
exceptional, the Warriors just poor?
Oh, the Warriors were terrible. I mean, the Cowboys. I don't know whether you could have expected them to do more, but I didn't think they were setting the world on fire.
Yeah.
They just showed up and played football.
Yeah.
Tom Dearden, two tries again. It's amazing how much his game has improved.
Well, I don't understand. Why did Brisbane let him go? I mean, I
Well,
know
he
they've got
wasn't
that.
playing like that,
back to
that's for
that.
sure.
Well, I know they've got that young halfback up
Gamble, who also wants to
there
leave.
at Brisbane.
Brisbane, Gamble.
Yeah.
Tyson Gamble.
Yeah, because the young bloke's in front of him. But
Yeah, but he's actually not performing that well now. I mean,
But,
he started out well in the year, but
But Tom Dearden was, the next big thing, the next big thing. They were all talking him up,
Yeah.
and then he didn't even get a run.
Yeah.
Anyway,
They didn't persist with him
all right.
every day.
Now, if we thought that was a blowout, let's go Storm 60 beating Broncos 12.
Unexpected. Wasn't expecting that kind of score.
No, I thought it'd be a lot closer than that.
Particularly because the Storm won last week, but they had a month
Yeah.
where they've been playing pretty ordinary. And Craig Bellamy said, oh, you're going to be able to turn this around. He said, I'm actually not sure I can.
I think he always knew it.
But it was foxing, but still, he looked a little bit out of ideas. Apparently went back to
So
basics.
what happened with the Broncos last week? I mean, this isn't 30 or 40. This is 60.
They're on the slide, I think.
you know what? It's Adam Reynolds. If he plays well, Broncos win. If he doesn't, Broncos don't.
But Adam Reynolds can't play well unless his forwards are going forward.
True, but his kicking game was off. He looked, and I'm not saying he was disinterested, but it was there was no rhythm to his game. And to be perfectly honest, thinking about every game the Broncos have won this season, Adam Reynolds has been there.
Yep.
So if he's off, they're off.
One of the commentators said that they're a very young side. A lot of them played Origin this year, and they've rested Cobbo because of fatigue. And I think maybe they're just realising what it takes to play NRL for a whole season, and maybe they're just not quite ready yet.
Anyway, I don't like either of them, so I don't care.
And Storm, exceptional.
They're clinical.
They,
Yeah.
I mean, there was a try that Hughes scored. I thought was a solo try that was exceptional.
Yeah.
Nelson's gone to the edge, which is interesting,
Yeah.
and he's killing it.
He was
Not that he doesn't usually
killing
kill it.
Ezra Mam the other night. Poor guy. I mean, seriously, that was just cruel.
And the other thing too is if you look at their try scorers, two players scored 2 tries, but the rest were all shared around. So this means they've got strike in a lot of different directions. So yeah.
All right, Eels 42, Bulldogs 6. This I was disappointed. I thought the Bulldogs would do more.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not allowed to talk about Parramatta because if I say anything negative, everybody bags me.
Well, then don't say anything negative.
Well, Moses
They won the game by 42-6.
made a difference coming back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dylan Brown makes a difference when he runs the ball.
Yeah, but he's been there for a while now. But adding Moses, I think, fifth tackle options. I think especially his kicking and when he runs the ball, he's very good. Yeah.
There you go.
Dogs had nothing.
Dogs had nothing. The sooner we get through this round, the better.
Why?
Well, you trying to hurry up to get to this next game? Eh?
No, far from it.
The next game, Sharks 40 defeated the Sea Eagles 6
At Four Pines.
at Four Pines Park.
Kieran Foran's last game with the club, which is also quite disappointing.
Why? Oh, at Four Pines.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about this game?
No.
Okay. What's happening at Manly? Is it the Pride jersey? I mean, you're hearing all sorts of stuff.
Oh, look.
Cherry Evans comes out and says, no, they're committed, they're bonding as a group.
All the players are saying that. No one is not saying that. I don't know. I think there are some problems with attitude. I think it comes back to the forwards more than anything else. As I said last week, I forgot about Josh Alawai. So you've got two forwards in that team who are, for lack of a better word, scary, intimidating to the opposition. Two. And as soon as Alawai comes off, there's one, and they don't necessarily go back towards Hamoli's edge because Cherry plays on the other side of the field. So
And he does all the kicking.
yeah, so there's a disconnect. So you look at the Sharks, and everyone's going, oh, Nico Hines, Fitzgibbon, who's made a difference. Who's made a difference is the unsung Dale Finucane. He's out there, he's working, he's the kind of player who will say to the other forwards, get off you and move it.
Yep.
And there's no one like that in the Manly pack.
Yep.
Hamoli's only a young bloke. I mean, I'm sure he'll continue to develop, but there's no old bloke there pushing him around. I'm very, very frustrated.
But there are old dogs there. I mean, there is Tapau.
Yep.
There's some old heads there. Kieran Foran.
Yep.
Cherry Evans.
You see Foran and Cherry Evans busting their backsides.
Yes, they do.
Like absolutely. But
I said last week, I don't know why you're losing Kieran Foran because I don't think Schuster's a shade on him, to be honest with you.
Well, I said Schuster could be anything, but he's not there and he's not ready to be there yet.
So Manly are going to lose next year 4 or 5 players.
Correct.
Even
Ruben Garrick's not going anywhere. He's still under contract. Go away, Knights.
So has he got a shoulder injury or something?
Actually, I don't know what his injury is.
Yeah, okay.
On the flip side of that, there were 17 players missing out of that team.
17?
We have 17 injured players at the moment.
But hang on.
So there's only 30 people.
That's right.
Only 30 players in the squad.
Tom's about to say to you, but we had 17
No, I didn't say that at all.
No, but you're thinking it. 17 injured last year.
Wasn't even thinking it.
17 injured last year, and they had players who stepped up.
And they got rolled a lot as well.
Yeah.
And the Sharks are a legitimate top 4 team, and they rolled us. I've got nothing.
Yeah. You've got nothing. Sharks are exceptional. I said to you last week that I think the Sharks are really the dark horse for the competition, and I still stand by that.
No, I'm still not seeing it.
Well, we shall see. All right, let's go on to the Roosters 72 against the Tigers 6.
Went to that game, first live game of the season. It's pretty. Well, no, it wasn't sad. It was sad
that
been boring.
It took.
But when your team is scoring 72 points, it's entertaining.
Come on.
No, you know it too. That's a big score.
Our Tigers were horrible.
They were.
But the good thing for the Roosters is you play what's in front of you. They could have won 30 to 12. They won 72 to 6. They got lots of opportunities to get their combinations going, and that's good for the team. That's all I can say. Brendan and I were extremely happy.
Is that right? Brendan?
No, he rang me. He said he was bored.
Yeah, he rang me too. Sent me a text message. Said, I can't handle this.
No.
He wasn't showing it on the night.
He wanted to leave.
He wasn't showing it on the night.
At half time, he sent me a message and said, "I've got to get out of here."
My hands were sore from clapping and high fiving. I can tell you.
He sent us a message saying, "I got to go. I got to go at half time." But Tom wants to hang around.
So do we want to talk about James Tarmo?
Yeah, let's talk about James Tarmo. What do you want to say? I want to know if you're on the same page as me.
Okay, so he abuses the ref.
Yep, called him incompetent.
Called him incompetent.
Yep.
Gets sent off. Gets downgraded from 2 weeks to 1 week. I'm mixed, I must admit.
Ooh.
I don't think, because there's a difference between calling someone incompetent and calling them a cheat.
Yep.
A cheat is an outright, you knew you were going to do this and you changed. Incompetent is you're screwing up.
Steve, are you suggesting that a team that lost 72, a team that lost, like, what was that, 66 points?
That penalty changed the game. Okay? That penalty changed the game. It was only 60-0 or something at that point. It changed the game. No, I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying, I guess I'm...
No. All right, you know what? James Tarmo's been a great servant.
Yep.
He's got an impeccable record as far as judiciary is concerned, over 300 games.
Yep.
Played top levels of the game. He should have got more than 3 weeks. You cannot abuse a referee like that.
And this is why I'm sitting on the fence. You know what I think was worse than his abuse? The fact that he turned around to the ref again. That actually, for a split second, I thought this is going to get ugly.
Well, apparently, he'd been spoken to on 2 other occasions on the night. I think if it wasn't for the fact that he's not likely to get another contract, I think that shouldn't be a justification.
But it played into it.
Of course it did. And because he's got a good record and he's a nice guy and he was remorseful after it, etc., etc. But if he wasn't finishing his career, then you throw the book at him.
If that was Nelson or Brandon Smith or Jared, we'd be going, crucify him.
Well, they cited Jared as a...
If it was Latrell...
They cited Jared as a test case, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was about.
I can't agree with that because James Tarmo doesn't have a club next year. He actually hasn't retired.
No.
He's not retiring. So he could
and I'll be perfectly honest, I'd take him at my club. I think he's one of 2 players at that Tigers team who are putting in.
Oh, without doubt.
So
Adam Dew is the other one.
Yeah.
And it would have been Jackson Hastings.
Well, if he hadn't had his ankle broken by the illegal tackle, that how many weeks did he get?
5.
Not enough. Anyway, not enough.
I think one thing to point out, which I thought was impressive, was Sam Walker, 12 from 12. That's impressive. And he kicked them from all around, all over. Conversions. So 12 converted shots.
I've got to say, that's what cost South the other night too. The fact that Latrell couldn't kick him from the sidelines, and yet Sam Walker...
But you would have given him one miss or something. He kicked from all over, and he nailed every one of them. It was fantastic. Yeah. Terrific.
Yeah, so what's worse than being a Manly supporter? Being a Tigers supporter.
Matt Lloyd scores again.
And who would have thought Nat Butcher would have scored 4 tries? Yeah.
Look, he's found a niche. He's filled in for Sicily, Tupinu, who unfortunately had an ACL. And now we've got 2 fantastic back rowers who both respond to the halves. Exceptional.
Oh.
Fantastic.
Okay, Dragons 46, Titans 26.
Oh.
I was building fences. Didn't see either of these games. Sorry.
Well, it was 30 to 26 or something until St George had someone sent off, dropped down to 12, and then
scored 3 tries.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, well, I was waiting for because the Titans were on the comeback.
They were
30 to 26. Titans on the comeback. They've scored. AJ Brimson's going wild. A send off. Mover's off. He's off. Oh. And they score 3 tries. I was like, hang on a second, it's supposed to go the other way.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
Like, what? It was like the Titans went, we've got this. We don't need... They scored. They scored again. Hang on. What do you say about that? That was terrible.
So apparently...
So it was Tata Moga who got binned?
Who got binned? Who got sent off? Who got sent off, listeners? Quick, tell us.
Quick. Can you hear him?
No.
Was it send-off or...
No, it was sent off.
Yeah, it was
sent off, okay. Because Moga's a journeyman and he scored 3 tries. So
apparently Ben Hunt is being offered a reduced contract.
700.
What do you think of that?
8:50.
Oh,
I
Berg.
think.
Was Jack Berg got sent off?
No, it wasn't.
Wasn't it?
No, because he scored in the 78th minute. So.
Yeah,
Who
it wasn't
was it who
Jasper.
got sent off?
Come on, get your facts right, Brian.
I can't remember who got sent off.
Anyway, it's the Dragons, so who cares?
Anyway,
Sorry, Barry.
sorry, Graham.
Brian?
Sedarenko.
Oh,
Wall. Sorry, Wall. They're all Dragon supporters.
No.
Poor suckers. Imagine having to live with that terrible tag.
Excuse me.
Hey, look, my team at least wins comps occasionally. These guys are, I don't know, such promise.
George won 2010.
Yeah.
Manly haven't won since.
Yes, we have.
Dragons
Wait.
won.
11.
Yeah, and Dragons won in 10, and neither of you have had a look in since.
Shush! All right. What were you going to say? You made a good point. Oh, Ben Hunt.
I always make a good point.
No, you don't.
Yep.
Ben Hunt.
Yeah, what
Yep.
he's worth.
I think, you know what? So the rumour is floating around. They've offered him 700.
Yeah.
I think at 32, 33 years of age,
It's good money.
someone's offering you 700, you go, give me 750 and I'll take 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to get another mil.
Yeah.
And you know, really,
Bennett might take him at Dolphins.
Well, he won't because he's after Cam. He wants the
well,
Cam
he's
stuff.
after Latrell too.
Oh,
No, he
that's just.
Oh,
that's just
I really hope he gets Latrell. I
Merchandise.
really,
You are
really
such
do.
a cruel person.
Yeah, I am. I just want that so badly.
You are such a cruel person.
Nah, so I don't think this is the problem. Ben Hunt played exceptionally well this year. He's gonna probably he'll be one of the top 2 Dally M contenders. He assisted in the halves and at hooker with Cherry Evans to win Queensland the State of Origin series. And we're only talking about 700,000. Is it because of his age?
I would think so.
Because the other thing is, who is really worth more than $1 million? Like if you were to honestly put it on the line and say, which player would you pay more than $1 million for to get to your club?
It wouldn't be Ben Hunt.
It's not Ben Hunt.
No. And I think St George is thinking the same way. For 5 years, they've paid him $1 million.
Yep.
And I think they're saying, listen, we've done it for 5 years. We can't keep doing it, but we're asking for some loyalty.
But they want him to come. They want him to stay because
They want
without
him to
him, they're going to be
That's
in a
right.
bigger
And
struggle.
so I think
Sullivan
they're playing on a
alone,
bit
yeah.
of loyalty.
Yeah.
So,
Well, because they're too young.
Yeah,
They
that's
they
right.
They need maturity.
So yeah,
all
anyway.
right. Raiders 28, Knights 22 after the Knights at halftime led
22-14, 14, 22-14. Oh, 22-8, 22-8.
Yeah, 22-8.
Yeah, that's so frustrating if you're the Knights.
It was a shock. It was a terrible game.
Yeah.
It wasn't a good game.
But what's going on with the Raiders? Last year, they come out and blow teams away in the first half and then would lose in the back half. This year, it's the opposite. They seem to be asleep for the first 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
They come out and then they find a way to win. So, don't understand.
Yeah, but they're finding a way to win against teams that they should be beating anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, they always should be beating the Knights.
Yeah.
And they struggled up until, 4 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Look,
They're lucky they've got a soft draw going home.
Yeah, and I actually, we'll talk about it later, but I actually think they'll end next week. Who's going to do the ladder?
My turn, I think.
No, you did it last week. Panthers
but this is important for me to do it this week.
No, it's not.
Why?
No, it's not, because the Panthers have won the minor premiership on 40 points.
Okay.
Then we have Cowboys and Sharks on 34. Right, Tom? Am I right?
Yes.
Yep. Then we have the top 4 rounded out by the Storm.
Yes.
All right. But then you've got those filthy, slimy Parramatta Eels sitting on 30 points. Now, technically, they could actually drop out of the 8.
Why do any Parramatta supporters be friends with you? I've got no idea why. Keep
Just
going.
an evil laugh, isn't it? It's an evil laugh.
Then we've got a very interesting time for that final position: Roosters, Rabbitohs, and Broncos.
So
It's a lot.
Yeah.
So it was Roosters,
Roosters,
first, Rabbitohs in our shadow.
Yeah,
Yes,
Roosters,
that's right.
Rabbitohs.
Yes, correct.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
What?
Top 8. It's a lot.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not. Because the Raiders will
Beat Manly this week. Is that what you're about to say?
they have a great chance of having a win this week. And all it'll take, because you guys are all playing the top teams.
It's all right.
And then it'll come down to it could possibly come down to the last week.
Be interesting night.
Jeez.
Interesting
Anyway,
night.
then we got the Raiders on 26, Dragons 22, Manly 20, Dogs, Warriors, Knights 14, and Titans Tigers.
Well, the good thing, Brian, is you're cemented into 11th position, okay? It's safe.
We're safe
Safely
at
cemented
11th.
in 11th.
Yep, safe at 11th.
It's a lock.
I don't think so.
No, you're 11th.
Oh, yeah, 11th is a lock, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
You got Fantasy League up there, Tom? Steve?
No, we'll talk about that later.
All right.
Let's talk about Coach of the Year. I want to know, gentlemen, who you think is going to be Coach of the Year. After the round, we'll do the Dally-Ams, all that sort of stuff, and I'll have Coach of the Year. Will it be Fitzgibbon? Will it be Peyton? Will it be Robinson? Will it be...
Robinson never gets picked. It'll be a struck match between Peyton and Fitzgibbon, I reckon.
Really?
Personally.
Not Cleary?
Not Cleary? The team's won the minor premiership like 3 weeks out.
And by a mile.
Without their star halves.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I think exceptional. I'd go Cleary personally.
Yeah, in terms of achievement from where both those teams sat last year,
Yep.
you have to say Peyton would be a clear.
Yeah, but then look,
runner.
they bought and bought and bought and bought. They bought half their teams. You know, Cleary has just powered the Panthers on to be ahead of where they were last year. Yeah. Anyway,
I don't see it.
It's one of those three.
Mm-hmm.
My choice will be Fitzgibbon.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's got the Sharks. Well, they're equal second place.
Yep.
From where he started, mind you, Peyton's the same. I mean,
Cowboys were tipped for the spoon.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they didn't get it last
Yeah,
year. But
and the Panthers were premiers and have maintained that position and got better, but they haven't risen as much as the Cowboys. That's why I think the Cowboys. I couldn't have seen the Cowboys achieve what they achieved this year.
Well, look at that. Yeah. We're all one each. We're all disagreeing. What a surprise! That wasn't even planned. These guys just can't help being wrong.
All right, I want to know the buy of the year.
Buy of the year.
Reynolds, Hines.
I think maybe Finucane.
Finucane.
I think maybe Finucane.
I'm thinking Hines probably.
Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe Finucane.
Oh, actually, there's Matt Lodge.
Well, now I'm just not listening
mind you,
to you. You're just not talking common sense.
Mind you, I tell you a play that I always rated that apparently no one else did was that Nick Meaney.
Yep.
I got to tell you.
He played last year, didn't he?
Yeah. No, not at Melbourne. He was at the Dogs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought he had second.
You know, and let's face it. He's now cemented himself into a premiership winning team, and he's playing fullback, wing, halfback,
he's playing
centre.
the Nico Hines position.
Like he's just he's going great.
Yeah.
And quite possibly if Pappenhausen comes back, he keeps his position in the team.
Mm.
So maybe Nick Meaney, who I said I rate.
Yeah, no, he's good.
Yeah, I think Hines will get it. To be honest with you, I think he'll be the buyer of the year.
Yeah. I think if there was a award for that, it would be. But yeah, I think Finucane makes as much difference or more to that Sharks team. So there you go.
Speaking of Matt Lodge,
Yep.
Matt Lodge had to be contracted a figure of $18,000 a game this year.
Yep.
To keep him at a nominal level.
Yep.
The NRL have said no need to do that next year. Now, at $18,000 a game is at 25 games, $450,000.
Yep.
What do you think the Roosters are going to offer him to stay next year?
I don't know.
200 in brown paper bag.
Well, he's getting paid
problem.
He's getting paid his whole salary from the Warriors for next year as well.
But do you think he's honestly going to stay at the Roosters for $200,000?
Yeah, he will.
That's how much they'll list him for, but do you think they'll...
Well, I think he's extremely happy there, and if he's going to keep playing football, I don't think he wants to be anywhere else.
Hang on. Is he still got another year to go on his Warriors contract?
Well, they paid him out for it. No. He doesn't have a...
No.
He's been terminated, but they paid him his contract.
They paid him his money. Still getting money.
They gave him the money and said, "Here it is."
Yeah, that's right. So I thought it finished this year. You're right. I think they should have to pay him whatever his value is.
Well, so do I. Okay, we're running out of time.
Right, sorry.
We've gone well over. Okay, next week, Broncos and Eels.
Eels. Oh, you tricked me. You went too fast.
Yeah, Eels.
Come on,
I
Steve.
think Eels. Yeah,
And just so you know, I think the Eels have a great record up in Brisbane. So
yeah. I think the Eels too. Panthers and Warriors.
Well, the reserve grade Panthers team will beat the Warriors.
They're only
Jerome Luai's back. Why
Yeah.
would you
Yeah,
would
why
you
would you
play
risk
him?
him? Why would you risk him?
no,
What,
not at all.
not match fitness, not get him a game under his belt.
Well, I guess if you're going to bring him back, you're better off bringing him back against a team like
He's
the Warriors.
playing the Eels next week, the following week. I
Yeah.
think.
So you'd want to get him match fit before playing the Eels.
Jeez, I tell you, I don't know.
Okay, you're going the Warriors?
The Warriors, no. The Panthers I reckon the Panthers by 60. I'll put it on the line. 60, and I don't have to wear that jersey.
No way. You're wearing that jersey, Tom.
Oh yeah. Panthers will win comfortably. Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Storm and Roosters.
It'll be a fantastic game. Obviously, I'm going to tip the Roosters, but it's going to be a hard assignment.
Brian?
Storm at home.
Storm at home for me as well.
Yep. Yep.
Easy, hard,
What? Win?
win.
Oh, that could be the game of the season at this moment in time. They're both playing really good football.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you didn't get a really good gauge of the Roosters on Saturday night, but like I said, they fulfilled their assignment and they played 80 minutes.
And the
which is the other
Storm
good thing.
too. Like, what do you say about them?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Raiders and Sea Eagles.
all right. Manly win this by 20. I don't have to wear that jersey.
No, you are wearing that jersey.
I'd like the Sea Eagles to win, but I think it'll be the Raiders.
No, I think the Sea Eagles win this one. I honestly think they're going to bounce back.
Okay.
Steve, they've put the Q in the rack.
I have faith.
Yeah.
And
I
a
don't
GIO,
know- I don't know whether
it's
I
hard
do.
to win a GIO.
I don't know whether I have faith at this moment in time.
I honestly think they're going to play for Des. Sharks and Bulldogs.
Sharks.
Sharks. Rabbitohs and Cowboys.
Heart says Cowboys.
But your head said South.
No. But
Well, then it
I'm going
doesn't
with
matter.
I'm going with my heart. Whatever.
Okay.
I'm leaning towards Cowboys only because they go high energy for the full game and Souths can drift in and out. And in those moments, but just please break Nanai in half. I don't want him to break Steve Mattai's record. Steve Menzies' record.
Of what?
What?
He scores 3 more tries this year and he breaks the forward try scoring record.
Oh, okay.
Can you just break him in half, please?
Sure.
If you break him, I'll be happy if you win.
This will be a high-scoring game, I think. Even though they both defend well,
20s.
I actually think this will be a high-scoring
I think
game.
it could be
As in, a
30s.
lot of points will be scored on either side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Rabbitohs for me, of course.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
We win this,
You're home.
we're home. Tigers and Dragons.
You have to pick the Dragons, but I reckon the Tigers will try to bounce back.
Yeah, you don't get done by 70 points and then come out and lose again, surely.
Yeah,
But they've got
they're wooden
nothing.
spooners.
They've
They're wooden
got nothing,
spooners.
though.
Yeah.
Tigers or Dragons?
Dragons.
Dragons. They got nothing. The
I'm going to
Tigers
go
got nothing.
Tigers.
But they've got nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, you just... I don't know.
I'm going to go Tigers.
Yep.
Sorry, Barry. Titans and Knights.
How many people will be watching this game, do you reckon?
Titans and Knights. 3 men and a dog.
Oh, dear.
The 2 coaches. You know what? I'll tell you, I'm going to go in this game the Knights because Adam O'Brien rides every play. And I reckon that... No, I got nothing.
No,
Titans.
I don't know.
I'm going
How
with
do you-
Titans.
Titans for me.
How? They're terrible as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not as terrible.
Well, the Knights nearly...
Nearly what?
Beat the Raiders.
Gave the Raiders a 14-point head start and still lost.
Well, the Knights... Yeah, but the Titans nearly beat the Dragons and then couldn't score against 12 men.
Okay, let's go to the footy tips. Brighton 75 is leading by 6 points.
Ooh,
St.
that's
Mick,
handy.
Azedo, yes, Tom, I'm coming to you. You don't have to wait. He's waiting with bated breath for him to call his name. McRoosters, Keenaz, Gordon the Scott, Bronco for Life, Amigo Panthero, and Stormy May.
You missed me out.
Oh, did I?
Yes, you did.
Oh, did I?
I'm in 8th position.
And
Because we gave up weeks ago. Because we know
yeah,
there's...
I gave up. I'm not interested anymore.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought the season had ended.
sure.
I don't. You know what? Actually,
what footy tip?
can I say I am in the guy stuff footy tipping comp,
Yep.
and if you don't put your tips in, by the kickoff of the first game, you get all the away teams.
I know.
Oh, right.
Every
Wow.
other tipping comp I've been in do that.
And I was looking at it and going, I didn't put my foot tips in. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. That's how much I care.
And I
That's
got a
how much I
perfect
care.
round this week.
You did get, but with about
Yeah,
five
with
or
about
six
some
others.
for other people, yeah.
Yeah, not me.
But I didn't actually know until we put this week's tips in. Oh, I got a perfect round.
KFC Supercoach. Grand final. Brian, you're gone.
I know. I got done by Grinners. Joe Tappaney hurt me, and I put
He scored big.
I put the C on the wrong player.
So who's Grinners and who's Glizzy of Doom?
Grinners is Wall,
Right.
my mate Wall. He and so last week he captained Nico Hines, and
He figured with 1,500 points or something or other.
yeah, and I captained Cameron Munster.
Well, that's not a bad captain.
Yeah, but if I'd captained Hines, I would have beaten him. But I didn't, so it's all under the bridge.
So congratulations to Grinners and Glizzy of Doom. We will see what happens after this weekend
Yeah,
in the grand final.
that's right. And Steve is now hooked, and we're doing it again next
I'll
year.
be in it next year. I'll win it next year.
Oh!
I know what to do now. I know how to play the game.
Yeah, I thought I do too. I keep thinking I know how to play.
All right, gentlemen, that's it for the show tonight. Anything intelligent you won the show with?
I thought the season had ended.
And yet
It
he
had
still
for
turned
you-
up.
It had for you about 6
And
weeks
you better
ago.
turn up next week.
Tom?
Yes, should be a ripper of a game on Friday night. Can't wait. I'll be nervous as hell. But
All right.
Yeah.
So thank you all for watching. Please tune in to next week's show when Brian will have a South Sydney jersey on. I got to tell you,
A little chill just went through
would
me.
you have said, "Don't worry about it, Stephen"? If Manly were on,
Oh, absolutely. I am a kind and generous man, and I would not force that upon you.
yeah, don't believe it.
you lie.
Not
Okay,
buying
thank you
it.
for watching. This is NRL from the Sidelines with Tom, Brian, and Steve, and we'll do it all again next week. Thank you. Goodbye.
See ya.
Of course I'd do it, Steve. Why? I wouldn't make you do that.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.